Hello, hello, hello. It has been a minute since I've gone live, but I felt inspired. And thanks to my girl, Hannah, you know who you are, I am going to be talking about energetic cleansing and cord cutting today, and then guiding us through a cord cutting meditation. I feel like, especially with this eclipse coming up soon, eclipse season, this is the vibes, clearing your energy out, making way for your authenticity, and what even is energetic cleansing? A lot of people, probably won't know what that means. And what that means is intentionally cleansing your auric field, your energetic body, from any looming energies, anything that you feel maybe is negative or bogging down or clouding your mind, and calling all of your energy back to you. Because on things like the internet, hey Lau, I love you. But on the internet, we make connections every single day, hundreds of millions of connections. Wow, you were just meant to get on live Lau with me and experience this. But we're always making energetic connections. We're making energetic imprints on other people. We're making them on us. We're making them on other people. And so without intentionally calling all of your energy back to you, without intentionally clearing your energy of other people, you can be walking around with your mind scattered, feeling frustrated, angry, maybe just not yourself, fatigued. There's so many different symptoms. There's so many different symptoms of having a crowded auric field. And just leaky energy, essentially. Your energy is leaking, other people's energies are leaking on you. And the key here is your intentionality. Is when we are intentional about who we give our energy to, when we're intentional about what we consume, and just being intentional about clearing yourself. And so there's so many different practices that you can partake in that are energetic cleansing, and that are cord cutting as well. Meditation is a very, very powerful practice, and we'll be going through that later in this live. But another way to energetically cleanse would to use smoke cleansing. I have my incense right over here. I always do this before I ever go on live. That's actually one of my every single time I'm on live, especially, I very much set an intention about what energies I want to be calling in, and the intention that I have for my energy and my channel and all of those things. And so it really is just an integral part of your daily practice, especially when you're spiritually aware. And so another way that we can energetically cleanse is by doing spirit cleansing baths. We can journal. You can do ritualistic practice as well, other than meditation. There are so many endless possibilities. And if you're here, you're obviously feeling called to doing this. And I encourage you to follow your intuition, because every single person is very unique. What's meant for you and how you should be partaking in this, in your journey, you'll get those intuitive hints and really follow them, because it's even more powerful when you personalize these practices. And then other than energetic clearing and cleansing, which for me is just an intention that I carry with myself all of the time, it's something that I've really integrated into my daily life, where I have such a foundation and confidence in the belief and the knowing my own power and knowing my own sovereignty and free will, with the intention of being in my energetic field, that it's just something that I constantly carry with me. But in the beginning of these practices, it might have to be a more intentional thing, where it's not necessarily just in your subconscious mind all the time. And then moving into cord cutting. And cord cutting is so powerful. And I would say that that is more of a visualization technique, to see and visualizing the cords and the energetic imprints that you've made to people, places, or scenarios, because it doesn't just have to be people that we use these practices with. And literally cutting those cords, dissolving those cords, disconnecting those cords, and then plugging them into unconditional love or source energy. That is the practice that will be a part of the practice that I bring us through in this meditation today. And that stuff is so powerful. I've done it before while actively needing to lower my heart rate, just clearing energetic cords and just like dissolving the scenarios and people that were stressing me out. And my heart rate was probably like, it was over 100, and I got it down to like the low 50s. So these certain practices and visualizations, they work. They work, and it is, once you learn them, they're such a powerful toolbox, such a powerful tool in your toolbox, and something that you can bring into just literally every single day. And any time that you're feeling stressed out. And it very much is a somatic experience as well. So while going through the meditation, if you feel the need to move your body, if you feel called that like there's any tension that you want to move into, I really like do it. Move into your body and just allow the energy to release itself, because that's what you're doing. You're clearing all of other people's energies, other people's intentions out of your energetic field. And it is really a prayer. So let's see. And when are these practices useful? I would say, like I said, when you're not feeling yourself, when you have a lot of intrusive thoughts, and when maybe you feel like you don't have any of your power back. Like you don't have any of your power. Everything is very overwhelming. It's very important to clear your energy and call all yourself back to yourself. And it's just the intentionality in that really changes the perspective that you may have on a situation or a scenario, instead of maybe going down the rabbit hole, especially when it comes down to people and people that are really bothering you, or somebody you felt has done something against you or has abused the vulnerability that you've given them and the privilege and access that you've given them to you. And that's when cord cutting is very, very powerful, is to call that energy back. And also, you know, do you only do these practices when it's somebody doing something against you, or you feel like there's negative energy coming towards you, or you feel like somebody's trying to take from you and use you? No, it's not the only time that we can use these practices. You can disconnect from anyone and everyone, even the most loving people in your life, because there are times where, you know, you just need solitude. You just need all of your energy for yourself. And as a mother, that's something that I even practice, calling my energy back from my son. It's not because it's not a malicious thing. It's just that I need all of myself. You know, sometimes that you just need all of yourself. And so it does not have to be attached to vengeance or like being upset with another person. I would even encourage that that's not what it is, because when wanting those intentions, when sending those kinds of intentions to other people, you're inherently going to get that energy back to you, and you're not really cutting ties with that person. You're connecting another tie because you're intending something negative upon them. The best situation is to be neutral, right? To call all your energy back to you so you can release the attachment to that person and you can release the attachment to that situation. And so let's see. There's also, if you guys have any questions about energetic cleansing, clearing, cord cutting, leave them in the chat below if you're watching this live, or after I post it to my account. I'll also, I'm gonna do a follow-up video, probably like a reel, just cutting this down into bite-sized pieces for people. But after I bring you through the meditation, like I said, this is something that you can utilize literally anywhere, and just remembering your free will and the power that you have to shift the perspective from being so upset about a situation, scenario, or allowing yourself to go down a rabbit hole of intrusive thought, and just stepping back and being like, okay, what can I do for myself? Well, I can intend to clear my energy. I can call all of myself back to myself. And so we'll just get into it, because I think the best way to really know this is just to experience it for yourself. So I'm just gonna drink some water and sit into it for a second. And we are gonna do I also, because if you're not used to meditating, this is gonna be a guided meditation, so I'm going to guide the majority of everything. But if you find yourself visualizing things that I'm not guiding, and if it's not exactly the same thing, like I said, you can cut the cord. Like when it comes to cord cutting, there's you could visualize a literal cord and cutting it. Or for you could see the cord dissolve. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's not necessarily what you depict a cord as. It's just that connection and that tie. You're going to visualize it however your subconscious mind creates the visualization. Or even if you don't have a visualization at all, it doesn't matter. The intention is the most important thing here. And also just remembering that you're so safe in your body. You're safe here. You're safe to have these intentions. You're safe to claim your energy for yourself. And it really is something that I would remind you. And if there is a moment where you feel like, okay, maybe uncomfortable, to if you've kind of checked out and you're not listening to my voice anymore, tune back into where I'm guiding you in the meditation, and just call upon, for me, what makes me feel comfortable is unconditional love and light. What makes me feel comfortable is calling upon my well ancestors, my spirit team, my guardian angels, whatever you prefer, that's what matters. Because what the most important thing here isn't necessarily the name that you use, it's really the belief that you have behind it, and how much power those things have for you. So for me, a lot of people can call upon their higher selves, and for a lot of people that's just the pretty much angelic version of yourself. But that's a whole nother conversation. But just remembering that this is a practice to cultivate safety in your body and to reclaim your power. And if you feel like, okay, maybe the visualization is shifting into something that you're not preferring, to tune back into my voice and to remember to just embody yourself in unconditional love. And that's another reason why doing these practices, if you don't have the experience, is so powerful with one-on-one coaching in an actual container with a guide, with a spiritual healer, with a coach, whatever they may be, if you're unfamiliar with being and just having a regular meditation practice. But yeah, so like I said, any questions you can just drop in the chat, and we're gonna get into the meditation portion of this live. Okay, so I just want you to get comfortable and really set your intention for this. You want to call your energy back to you, but what necessarily is that person, situation, intrusive thought that you're wanting to let go? What is it? What feeling are you wanting to let go of, and what feeling are you wanting to cultivate? And if you wanted to grab a pen and a paper and write it down, that's very powerful and intentional. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, that's so good, Lau. Ooh. Yes, you could call all your energy back from a belief system. That's what I mean. It's not just a person. And also, the belief systems that you've inherited, there probably are people that represent those belief systems to you. So they're going to come up when you're visualizing it. And to just whatever it is, because for me, like when I dissolve it, it can be golden light. If it's fire for you, whatever visualization that feels most powerful for you is what you should go with, and just allow it to happen and really surrender to the intention that this is for calling all of your energy back. This is for your safety. This is for your highest vibrational timeline, and all of the things that you could say. And so for me, my intention for this meditation is, first of all, just to guide everybody here with unconditional love and safety for their highest vibrational timelines, that you may bring the fullness of your soul back to you, and you may be protected from any looming energies, anything draining you, and that you may feel energized in unconditional love. And also, for me personally, I'm dissolving all connections that are not in energetic integrity with my worth and my magic. And I like to do those things because sometimes it's not even necessarily something that you know or have a conscious, very specific idea of what it is. You just feel off. And it's time to center and ground back into yourself. So after setting your intention, I ask you to sit and get comfortable. Also, if you don't have any water, stay hydrated. It's important. You catch me doing that the whole time. And just really sit back into your body, and then take account for any of the tension that you feel. I'm just going to ask us to breathe into yourself. And just breathe deeply into your belly. And on your exhale, just release all the air. You push into your abdomen to make sure. Just continue to settle in and really feel into your body. Set the intention that only high vibrational, benevolent, loving spirits and beings are allowed here, and if you are not that, you must leave immediately. Only benevolent, loving energy is allowed here, and if you are not that, you must leave immediately. Any energy that is not mine may go back to its sender, and can go back to unconditional love. Call all of my energy back to me in all realms, and transmute it through unconditional love and light, so I may embody the fullness of myself, my complete authenticity, and be the fullness of the living prayer that I am. As you continue to breathe into yourself, I want you to take account of where you feel tension. And maybe place your hands over those places. One hand on your heart or your womb or your abdomen. And as you breathe in, I want you to visualize golden light flowing from your head and your crown chakra down your face and your neck and your chest and your stomach, your abdomen, your pelvis, down your hips, your thighs, your shins, and your toes. And this golden light is pouring into the earth below you and extending out roots from your feet into Mother Earth. It's an unconditionally loving, warm Mother Earth. And you can feel your energy returning to you. And the grayness and the bog of whatever heavy energy that was looming off of you. And you're going to continue to breathe in Mother Earth energy up from your toes and your roots into your body, in unconditional loving source energy from your crown chakra down into your body. And this is going to meet in your heart chakra. And as this energy accumulates and grows larger and larger with each breath, with each inhale and exhale, I want you to visualize your chakra points. We're going to start with our root chakra, which is at the base of your spine. And you're going to visualize whatever person, scenario, or situation, belief system, or intrusive thought that you're holding on to. And the energetic tie that you have to that from your root chakra. And I want you to see this golden light, this warmness, this fire, whatever energy that you're accumulating of love, of yourself, of your authenticity, of your divinity in your body right now. And I want you to see that expanding. And the cord and the tie that you have to this situation, to this person, dissolving, snapping, breaking. Setting ablaze. And as this energy is enveloping it, it is iridescent and is starting to dissolve back into source energy, into shimmering molecules. And continue to hold that intention of calling all of yourself, all of your energy, all of your love, all of your efforts back to you. All of your sovereignty. And as that cord that was sitting in your root chakra is completely dissolved, we're going to move up into your sacral. And your sacral sits in your abdomen, in your womb space. want you to continue to visualize this energy, this golden light, enveloping this cord from your sacral chakra to whatever it is that's been burdening you. And watch as that cord begins to dissolve in this divine golden light. And you can feel the tension in this space is dissolving. And warmth and lightness is coming in its place. As you continue to call all of your energy back to you. And return this person, place, situation, belief system back to unconditional love. And maybe you visualize pulling this cord out of you and plugging it into unconditional love, into this realm of golden light. And continue to breathe into this space. If you feel like you need to make any sounds or move into your body in any kind of way, I invite you to do that now. And so that may sound like taking really deep breaths like this. Whatever that may be, just allow it. These energies need to release themselves from your body, from your energetic body, from your nervous system. And the way that our physical bodies do this is through movement, deep breathing. That is what cultivates this sense of safety in our nervous system. And as you completely release this energy from your sacral chakra, we're going to move into our solar plexus. And our solar plexus resides right below your lungs, maybe where your stomach rests in your body. And this chakra does represent our relationships and our connections to other people. And so maybe you feel a lot of tightness in this place. And I want you to invite some movement into this. Maybe doing circles with your hips. And continuing to pull this golden light and this Mother Earth energy up to your solar plexus. And seeing this cord that extends out from your solar plexus to whatever person, situation, or scenario that's been burdening you. And just witnessing them. And maybe inviting yourself to see their divine innocence as well. And intending that they can find peace and returning their energy to them as a favor. Because who wants their energy leaking. Nobody. And so with that intention, you can see this golden light enveloping this cord and dissolving it, and maybe pulling it out of you, pulling it out of your solar plexus and plugging it into source energy, into unconditional love. And with each breath, feeling your energy return to you like a warm welcome. If you need to shake it out, I invite you to do that. Maybe move your shoulders, rotate your neck. Moving to your heart chakra. Having this energy that you've been cultivating, this golden light, this warmness, your divine will, sovereignty, power, unconditional love, filling up this space and pulling these cords. It may be more than one cord. It may be multiple in your heart chakra from multiple people, places, or scenarios, and seeing all of these cords, pulling them out of your heart chakra, out of your body, out of your energetic body, out of your auric field, out of your environment, and returning them to unconditional love and source. Maybe literally using your hands and pulling it out of you and plugging it in to source. And breathing into this space. Enveloping this thing back into golden light, back into divine innocence, back into love. And not only are you doing yourself a service, but wherever this energy came from, service of returning it to love. And moving from our heart chakra to our throat chakra. And this is where we express our divine will. This is where we utter our needs and our boundaries. And cord cutting and energetic cleansing really is setting our boundaries with ourself and whatever other intrusive energies, and remembering the power that we have over our energy and our ability to call it back in any time, in any place, from wherever it may be. And with that, I want you to take in a deep breath. And release a loud sigh. And feel your vocal cords vibrate, releasing this energy. And seeing with this golden light that you've been cultivating, pulling these cords out of your throat chakra. And it's normal to feel a tightness while we're doing this. And as you feel that, I invite you to continue to visualize this golden light and continue to pull this energy from you until you feel relief. And continue to visualize this energy cultivating and accumulating, getting bigger and larger in your auric field, in your environment as you breathe. And yet again, returning this energy to wherever it came from, returning this energy to unconditional love. And this is alchemy, returning whatever stagnant, intrusive energies back into its original source, being love. And let's move into our third eye. And in our third eye chakra, this is the place where our intuition lies. It's the connection also to the spirit realm, and a lot of our intentionality is held. And opening up this chakra and clearing any cords is very important. It's also very important when we're trying to cultivate connections in our integrity that are going to foster our growth and pour into our energies. And so I want you to continue to visualize this golden light. This source energy of unconditional love, this Mother Earth energy, filling up this space and pulling and pushing out any intrusive thoughts, any attachments to the person, places, and situations that we've been feeling burdened by, and shake it out. And continue to cultivate this golden light and visualize this cord being pulled out of you, being pulled out of your third eye, and returning it into unconditional love. Intending to have clear sight, clear insight, and intention, and to attract situations, people, places, and things with clear and loving intentions for you. Clearing out all energetic imprint. And calling back all of ourselves, our multidimensionality, all parts of our soul, back into your vessel, back into your being. And dissolving these energies back into golden light. Let's move into your crown chakra at the top of your head. This is our connection to Source. This is our connection to God, the spirit realm. connection to unconditional love. And I want you to visualize this chakra opening up like a lotus flower, opening wider and wider for this unconditional love and light. And releasing any bounds, any restriction it may have, anything blocking it from opening fully. Clearing any cords, pulling any cords that are draining your energy, that do not have unconditional intentions for you, that foster your growth, your love, and your light. Really pulling these cords out of you. Completely purging and ridding yourself of all energy that is not your own. And returning it to its source. And returning it to unconditional love and light. And as you move in this energy, move your body in whatever way it feels called to move. To completely embody this unconditional love. This peace, this joy, and feeling gratitude for yourself for taking time to be intentional over your energy, to taking account over what you're holding within your body and your auric field. And remembering that you can come back to this practice at any time that you feel necessary. To dissolve back into this place. And thank yourself for this safety that you're cultivating in your body, this relationship you're cultivating with your nervous system, with your free will and your sovereignty. And intend that only high vibrational, benevolent, loving spirits, beings, people, situations, scenarios are allowed around you. Only things that are going to foster your growth for your most high vibrational timeline, so you may express yourself fully. So you may completely return to yourself. Just shake out any looming energy. Open up your hands. Release any tension, anything you may have been holding on to. And how are we feeling? Really take account for how your body's feeling now. Everything that you've dissolved. All the parts of yourself that have returned. And if you feel inspired, maybe go write down your intentions for cultivating this energy within yourself. I love you, Lau. And just remember that you can always do this. Like I said in the introduction, I use this in a 2-minute to 5-minute interval all of the time when I just feel I need to call all of myself back to myself. And sometimes it's, all love and light, very angelic, very loving, and sometimes it's very much like, bad bitch, you don't get my energy anymore, especially when it's coming to a person. And I've done that meditation with golden light. I've done that meditation with fire and literally visualize the entire person, place, thing enveloping in flames and completely breaking down to the embers of ash. It is whatever way you feel called to, is and put your own spin on it, because when you do that, when you have your own unique experience, it makes the practice even more potent. It makes it so much, and it's allowing yourself to truly express. And that really is, I feel like too, when we're talking about energetic boundaries and energetic clearing and cutting cords, it's removing yourself from all of those toxic environments, from all of those people that just want to take from you, from all of those situations that are clouding your judgment, and reclaiming your sovereignty and your power and your free will and your ability to shift the situation. And you don't have to, reach out to that person or that scenario. You don't have to continue to make connections to resolve and find a sense of conclusion and clarity. And there are many different ways that we can protect our energies, and having that intention and that prayer for yourself. For me, like I said, when I set the intention in the beginning, only high vibrational, benevolent, loving spirits and beings are allowed here. If you are not that, you must leave immediately. That is my phrasing. That's what rings best for me. That's what rolls off of my tongue, and I have a lot of power and energy behind that phrase. For other people, it's the name of Jesus Christ. Whatever it may be, whatever your belief system or ideology is, it's the intention behind it every time. It's how much power, and the belief is in the power. I mean, the power is in the belief, So, but there are so many different practices that we can do. For me, I love to use crystals as well. I love to really anoint myself with, I have different sprays that I use when I want to clear my energy, and it smells good, and there's different plants and properties that aid us in these practices. I love wearing black obsidian. I love, there's other crystals that are really good for repelling negative energy, is like black obsidian, black tourmaline, kyanite, shungite, all of those things. Honestly, if you just, I feel like dressing and adorning our bodies is very much a, here I am, you know what I mean? This is my energy. This is how I want to present myself. This is my authentic expression, and it is the energy that we put into that and the intentionality that we put into that is almost like a protection of sorts when we fully are expressing ourselves and feel confident in ourselves to keep our energy. And so I have different jewelry, all of that different stuff that I have that have different intentions, have different just have different intentions for me. And like I said, spirit cleansing baths are so powerful, working with water, working with other different plants. I love smoke cleansing, absolutely love it. It is so powerful to clear space, to clear your energy field, your auric field, and also just detoxing ourselves. And I want to invite you, after going through this meditation, to go get out in nature, to disconnect yourself from any looming energies, from your phone, from just the television, anything, and just take some solitude for yourself. And whatever messages may have come up for you, any inspirations, I invite you to go follow them. And thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for being here. I love doing this. It is so healing for me to be able to express my energy, to show up authentically, and share my gifts, and share and guide people and coming back to themselves, really coming back to yourself. So thank you again, and stay tuned for more. If you want more energetic cleansing and just energetic work in general, I have 3 other free energy healings on my page. There's one that's very, if you're feeling like you're holding on to a lot of rage right now, I have one specifically tied around relinquishing your rage. I have, is it 2? I think it's 2 other, I've done 4 of them, I believe, but 2 other on my page, toning practices and opening our vocal cords and our throat chakra, which is so powerful for somatic release. If you feel like you're just really holding on to a lot of energy and that you just need a more intense release, it's more of a more intense somatic practice. And just also, if you would like to work with me, there is the links in my bio for my transformation sessions, where we dive into work like this, somatic work, nervous system balancing, coaching, mindset reprogramming, integration coaching, radical forgiveness coaching, so many different things, and just really empowerment. I'll be hosting some more events soon as well, and really intending to bring a group on like something like Zoom, where it can be more interactive and we can more personal, where we can sit in meditation together and set intentions together, and heal together, and just talk about all of these things that you're interested in, because I absolutely love everything that has to do with spirituality, what has to do with self-improvement, self-awareness, all of those things. So stay tuned for that, and just have a blessed day.